What's up everyone, it's Kolash here. Whether you're a brand new player to Polandball Go, or you played for a little bit and just want to make sure you're on the right track, this is the ultimate beginner's guide that has everything you need to hit the ground running. In today's video, I'll break down the basics of the game, simplify the rules and resources, and walk you through some of the strategies that'll help you catch up with even the most top players. Given that the game is constantly changing and that updates are constantly coming out, I'll mostly be covering topics that won't be changing much in the next couple of patches, which should include everything up to patch 2.3. If this guide does help you out, please drop a like and subscribe to see similar content like this in the future, as I'll definitely be making sure to post more guides as the game continues to progress. With that, let's get right into it. Polandball Go is a global, real-world strategy game, and what that means is it feels like a blend of a bunch of different types of games, most similar to Pokemon Go and Risk. The goal of the game is to recruit these fun little balls representing these countries that are drawn in the Polandball style, hence the name, and use these balls to conquer as much territory for yourself and for your alliance to climb the leaderboard and become #1. So, what are territories and where can I find them? Territories are marked as rectangular areas and are literally everywhere in the world. You can see the territory you're currently in, which is marked by the dashed line around you, but in order to see territories around you, I'd recommend zooming out and using the territory viewer. Some places are more populated than others, and you'll be able to see if any alliances are nearby, if anything is taken up. All empty spaces are territory that are completely up for grabs. Once you're inside of a territory, you'll have 3 options depending on the status of the territory. Conquer if you're in someone else's territory and want to take it over. Deploy if you're in a brand new territory that no one has yet explored. Or defend if you're in your own territory and want to be able to place a ball in there. I'll show you the 3 icons up top, and you can find them in the quick deploy menu up in the left of your screen. Now, in order to conquer a territory, you must capture it with one of your balls while you're physically standing inside of the territory itself. You can do that by recruiting one of your balls, which I'll cover later on in the video. At this point, I think it's important to cover the resources of the game. The first, and my personal favorite, is clay. Clay are these gray mystery splotches that you see all over the map and are used to recruit balls. Each gray spot is a clay deposit, which can have anywhere between 10 and 1,000 clay. These clay deposits become clickable once you get within 50 meters of them and will change colors based off the rarity of the clay deposit, which determines how much clay is inside of them. Now, once you've saved up 1,000 clay, you can go ahead to the recruit button and pick a banner for which to recruit your balls. Each banner costs 1,000, and the difference between them is just the balls available. I'll discuss some strategies for selecting the banners later on in the video, so make sure to stay tuned until then. The next resource I want to cover is Influence. Influence is this pink resource that automatically accumulates based off of how many territories you have. Nothing you have to do but conquer the territories themselves. You can click on the Influence bar to see how much influence you've been accumulating and how fast you're filling up your influence cap, aka your influence rate. A quick trick to making sure you are maximizing your influence collection is to make sure to collect your influence in your own territory, as it gives you a double influence collection bonus. Influence itself is used to level up your balls, which makes them stronger. The higher level your ball is, the higher CP or combat power it will have. When looking to conquer a territory owned by someone else, the person with the higher CP will keep the territory. So once you own a territory, go into the territory viewer or click on the quick defend icon to choose which ball you would like to defend it with. As you might be catching on, the more territories you have, the more influence you get. The more influence you get, the stronger your balls become. The stronger your balls become, the easier it is to get territories. So get on territory hunting. The last resource I want to cover today is gold, which you can use to buy items such as potions or inventory space to house more balls. I won't cover what to spend with gold this video, but if you are interested, let me know down in the comments and I could definitely make another guide of what I'd recommend spending gold on. Now that we've covered all of the resources, let's cover my tips for when you're starting the game. The first thing you should do is look through the tutorial. It'll help you cover most of the information from this video if you ever forget it, and the first tutorial is key as it gives you your first 1,000 clay that you can do to recruit your first character. You can find the tutorial at the top of the settings, covering the basics of resources, territories, alliances, powering up, and much, much more. The next step that I'd recommend is checking out your quests. Your quests are separated into a couple of key sections. The first one I want to cover is your level quests, which are the list of quests that you need to complete to level up your account. These can range from conquering new territories, recruiting strong balls, etc., etc. In addition, after level 11, you'll need to gain a certain amount of XP for each level. XP is earned from doing practically everything in the game, and if you'd like to know some strategies about how to maximize your XP gains, make sure to leave a comment below and I can make another video for that. Back to leveling up your count. For each level, you get a bonus reward that you can see in the bottom of your level quest. In addition to that, leveling also allows you to level up your balls up to that level, acting as a cap for all your balls. So for example, see here that I'm level 18. All of my balls can only go up to level 18, and to get them higher, I would need to finish my level quest. If you find yourself getting stuck on any level because you're not sure what it's asking for, try clicking the help button at the top, which will take you to the most relevant tutorial for that level. Now that we've covered level quests, it's time to cover, in my opinion, the most important quests, which are the daily quests. As the name suggests, these are simple quests that you can complete once a day and gives you a reward that scales based on your streak, capping out at 7 days. Once you reach that 7-day streak, you'll earn 2,000 clay for completing both your dailies, and is the best and easiest way to get both clay and XP. The last two tabs of the quests are achievements and event quests. Achievements are bonuses and ways of getting other rewards for doing random stuff that you do throughout your playthrough of Polandball Go. The events tab will hold any special tasks during the Polandball Go events. Quick pause in the video. As you might be able to tell, I'm in a different place. The Ballsmas event is over. This is currently being recorded after the video is made, but I did want to reward everyone for sticking around this long. If you have stuck around for the tutorial and do find it helpful, I'm dropping a code for 1,000 clay that you can go ahead and redeem at gift.polandballgo.com. If you do that, you'll get 1,000 clay directly into your account, just as a little thank you for sticking around this long. So if you are enjoying, leave a like, and back to the video. Now that we've covered most of the basics for the game, let's delve a little deeper into my tips for influence, territories, and alliances, which in my opinion is one of the more unique elements of the game. As mentioned earlier, you get influence for each territory you own. What I didn't mention was that you also get influence based on your alliance. Now, alliances are groups that you join, almost like a mini League of Nations. Alliances create truces where you can no longer attack your allies, and instead, you can deploy and defend balls in your allies' territories. Why would I do that, you might be asking? Other than the fact that it's the altruistic thing to do, and you might just land a baddie by simping over their territory, all the territories in your alliance are producing influence for you. Yes, that's right. This means by joining an alliance, you can instantly increase your influence production without even having to conquer more territory. To find an alliance, create one, have your friends invite you to one, or check out the alliance leaderboards to see if there's one that sparks your interest. If you're having trouble finding one that suits you, come join the Polandball Go Discord server and check out the Alliance Hub, as there's always people there who are looking for new joiners. Lastly, and this is for the gremlins out there, even if you're trying to take on Polandball Go solo, I highly recommend creating an alliance so that you get the alliance bonus for your influence, and then making it private so no other moochers can join. Now, when conquering territories, the one thing I see new players not really understand is undefended territories. And I completely understand that it's pretty unique to Polandball Go. When you're first starting out, you might not have a lot of balls recruited, and as such, it might feel impossible to be getting new territories. What you might not know is you can leave your territories undefended and you'll still own it. Once I withdraw my ball, I'm free to then use my ball to conquer other territories throughout the map. There are two things to keep in mind though with this strategy. The first is that undefended territories are much easier to capture, as anyone can use any ball to capture it. The second is that once you physically leave the territory, you won't be able to deploy a ball to defend it. The game is really a balancing act between using balls to defend the territories you care most about, while also exposing some territories by leaving them undefended so you can use those balls to continue to attack and conquer new territories. The last point I want to cover in this video is ranking up your balls and a couple of strategies for recruiting. To see your full collection of balls, go to the My Balls menu option, where you'll be able to see your balls, level, and rank. We discussed levels a little bit earlier, but if you need to pause and rewind as a quick refresher, please feel free to do so now. A ball's rank is how many stars a ball has, and is a big factor in how strong they are. When you recruit a ball, they'll be ranked anywhere from 1 to 6 stars, depending on the ball's rarity. Although a ball might come as a 1 star, you can rank up any ball up to 6 stars by feeding it other balls. Higher star balls are worth more ball fragments, so feeding a ball a 2-star ball will progress it further than feeding it a 1-star ball. The one exception to this general rule is duplicate balls. Duplicate balls, for example, feeding a Denmark ball to a Denmark ball, gives you double the rank progression of a regular ball of that rank. And it is by far the most efficient way to rank up your balls. Knowing this, I'd recommend that if you're new to the game and are interested in getting a strong set of balls as soon as possible, pick one banner to roll from. This will ensure that you're getting repeats that you can use to rank up the same balls. Once you've got a couple of really strong balls and are looking more towards getting unique balls, I'd recommend then switching off to recruiting from as many banners as possible. That being said, the best recruiting strategy I can give you is do what's most fun for you. There's no perfect strategy to the game, and nothing feels better than getting your favorite country ball. All banners have the same chance of getting a mythic and legendary character, so don't sweat too hard about what you're pulling. There are no wrong answers. So hopefully this guide was helpful and gives you a strong start to your PB Go journey. I know this is a lot of information to take in, so feel free to drop any questions or any tips of your own down in the comments, and I'll make sure to check them out and answer them as quickly as possible. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, as I'll be releasing more guides very soon. I'm hoping to cover many more of the detailed parts of the game, like tricks to getting max XP, which balls I recommend leveling up, and I'll also cover major changes before they occur live in the game. I'll leave the link down to the Discord as well, and the game in case you haven't downloaded it already, and may you all have lucky recruits.